What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Mary. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you some step-by-step instructions on how I like to build my custom backgrounds for my reptiles. I do want to say that there are a bunch of other ways that you could do it. This is just the way that I like to do it and what works out for me. These are just examples of my 40 gallons that I did for my ball python and my corn snake. I do have videos on that. I never really gave instructions on how I do it, so this is the video. Today I'm going to be building a 20-gallon long leopard gecko custom background enclosure for a friend of mine. Make your life easier, I'm going to give you a list of things that you will need. That way you don't have to be running back and forth to the store. I hated doing that. I wish I just bought everything at once, so here are all the things that you will need to get. Did have to go to 2 different stores to get the product I needed, so I had to end up going to a Walmart and also a Home Depot. In no particular order, here is what you'll need. In the description box down below, I will write out everything that you will need. So yes, I am doing this enclosure in my bedroom. Probably not the smartest thing, but I'm stubborn and want to watch horror films while I'm building this. So I also put down a tarp because I learned the hard way a while ago. There's going to be crap everywhere, you guys. I'm going to tell you this right now. So put down a tarp to save you some time to clean. Next, I'm going to be measuring out the foam. I got that styrofoam at Home Depot. You can buy it in a pack of 4, and it wasn't too expensive. This is the most important part, I would say, is to measure out to make sure that baby fits like a glove, because it would suck if you did all this work and it didn't fit. So just make sure you got the sizing right, and also that the lid can fit in there perfectly too. You're going to need a butter knife to cut out things, so if you are accident prone, maybe have somebody else help you out with that. Once you get the perfect measurements for the background and tank, it is time to just start building this baby out. I will use all the leftover styrofoam, that way nothing goes to waste, and just start carving out these edges. This is going to be for a leopard gecko, so I kind of want to give him different ledges to climb up and down on, and I will be attaching it with some toothpicks. Now this is the time where you can get creative and kind of design it whichever way you want to do it. But I do want to warn you, you don't want to get too crazy with it because it will get top heavy and it'll be hard to place it in the background. So keep it a minimum, you know, I do at least like 5 ledges the most. I know I said it in my previous video, and I'm gonna say it again. This whole building your custom background is a pain in the butt and it's super messy. It is worth it in the end, but you're gonna have foam with you in your house for probably about a week. And don't wear any nice clothes that you like, because I stained my new biker shorts with some of that sticky foam. Pain in the butt. So yeah, just be prepared. It's gonna be a mess. This is what I ended up carving out. I think it came out pretty cool, enough ledges and enough crawl space for the leopard gecko to check out. So let's move on to the next step. Do not be like me and not wear gloves during this part. You will regret it. I regret it very much. I still have glue on my hands. But this is a time where you're going to spray that spray foam all over. I usually typically use 2 cans. Also, it's going to look awful before it looks better. So it's going to dry and you're going to be like, WTF, but I promise it's going to get a lot better. You are going to need to let that spray foam sit for at least 24 hours. Unfortunately, my camera did not catch the most satisfying part of this project, and that is carving out the foam. It's going to be messy, there's going to be a lot of it, your thumbs are going to hurt, but it's going to look a little something like this. So personally, my favorite part of this whole project is adding the sand grout, because that's when it really does come together. I am using a color called Natural Gray. I wanted it to look more like stony look, not, 420 stony, but more of a stone look, and then add some green moss to it. I am working on a project, that is why there's another one behind it too. So I was trying to do 2 at once. I highly recommend you don't, because it could get overwhelming. This is also going to take another 24 hours to dry as well. Alright, so after the 24 hours, this is the color it turned out, and now I'm going to add some more detail using some acrylic paint. I'm just adding a darker gray, that way it gives it a little bit more detail, I guess you would say. And then I'm going to be adding some green to it as well, that way it has like a mossy look to it. I'm not sure if you guys could really tell, but I am pretty much just dabbing that sponge everywhere with the color. Acrylic paint doesn't take too long to dry, so if you do it in the morning, by the afternoon you could do the last step of this background, and that is adding the protective finish. I usually just get a paintbrush and dab that all on there. I am using a clear coat matte. I didn't want to do anything shiny, I just still wanted it to look as realistic as possible. This is definitely going to need to dry for at least another 24 hours. Like I said earlier, this will be going to a friend, so it is going to be looking pretty empty right now, but for the most part, I think this background came out pretty darn awesome. Also, I do want to mention, you don't want to leave this background just like that. You are going to need to attach it to the glass. That way your gecko cannot get in the back of it. Since you guys can't see this one complete, here is an example of one that I built out for my leopard gecko a few weeks ago. He's been doing great in this one. He's been in it for about like 2 weeks now. I do want to say I wish I went a little bit lower on those top ledges, because God forbid if I ever left his lid open, he definitely would be able to climb out. So just have to make sure his lid is on at all times. But yeah, those ledges were a little bit too high, but he still is taking full advantage of the whole background. That is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me build this custom background and hopefully learn something along the way. If you do decide to do a background like this, please tag me in it so I can see it. Also, give this video a thumbs up or comment below. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. I do try to post at least once a week. Until then, you guys, I will see you. Bye.